Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a totally free color analysis using AI and how to build out a beautiful wardrobe that just feels like you. We also are going to be diving into a little bit of an unboxing that you're not going to want to miss. So if that sounds like fun, grab yourself a tea, grab some snackies, and keep on watching. That's what we're doing on the show today. All right, guys, I'm so excited for today's topic. First of all, let me explain. Around here, the most luxurious thing we like to remind you that you can have in your life is a life that feels like you. We believe that luxury is not about excess, it's about alignment. And today we are getting into one of those really, really good topics where less is actually more. And we're going to talk a little bit about capsule wardrobes. We're going to talk about color analysis. And we're even going to be doing a little unboxing because I've had a little milestone moment in my life, and this is as a result of that. So I'm really excited to share that with you at the end of the video too. But I want to share with you where this came from. So if you don't know already, my name is Cindy Williams. I am a CEO in the travel industry. I've been in the travel industry for over 30 years. Yes, a hot minute. So I've been traveling the globe before YouTube even existed and before selfies were a thing, all those things. But one of the things that came up over my company recently, because I am the CEO of Wanderlust Campus, which helps people launch, grow, and supersize travel businesses, is we teach our students about how to have confidence and different things. And what I was remembering back in my career, way back when I was like in corporate world, they had a stylist come in and do our color analysis. Now, they weren't calling it seasons back then, but this is my actual like little book that I got. This is over 20 years old when I had this done, but this is not a new thing. This is one of those things where like executive teams at the highest level, they know if you are dressing better, you're more confident, you're presenting better, that you're going to have a better result in business and in life, and you're just going to feel a little bit better. What I learned from doing this color analysis process and working with the company stylists and doing the things all those years ago was I was wearing all the wrong colors. First of all, the colors that I love, like my favorite colors, the ones that I gravitate towards, are not in this deck. So I want to talk about the importance of, you know, in your wardrobe, just feeling confident in general. And sometimes maybe you do feel confident wearing something that's out of your palette. Go for it. We're going to learn the rules and then maybe we'll break the rules, and that's okay too. But I just want to show you guys, if you haven't seen some of the color analysis videos that are out there, I've been going through an overhaul in my closet anyway, which I'll talk about as I show you guys this. But this is an example, bright whites. I love a crisp bright white, but it's not in my color palette. It drains the life out of me. So while white can look fantastic on others, this bright stark white is actually not ideal for me. So you see it kind of there, and then the difference when it warms up, it's just like my eyes light up, my skin tone's a little bit different. That's one example. And then this is probably the funnier example because I love a pastel. I love like suit colors. I love blues. I love all the colors. Like the more colorful, the better. So this again is one, like the khaki in there is okay, but the rest of these colors are just not what I should be wearing in general. And last but not least, this one, I love pinks too. So the only pink I can get away with are like if they have orangey pink tones. So kind of same thing. You can see the difference. So what I'll say is when I dress in my palette, I do feel better. The pictures look better. The video looks better. And in this world that we live in where we're doing a lot of content creation, or we're interfacing, or even if you're working with clients, or just how you operate through the world, I get way more compliments when I'm dressing in my color palette. So there is some real magic to understanding what your colors are. Now, my closet situation, I'm going to be doing a future video for you guys on the debacle that is my closet right now. So even though our house is a little bit bigger here in Orlando than the one we had in Austin, my closet is smaller and I have to share it with my husband. Boo. So that's a real bummer. And everything's bigger in Texas. So I had like a dream closet in Texas. I love our house so much better in Orlando. Like this is my dream house. So I'm going to make this work. But I have recently gone through my wardrobe and pulled out everything that's not in my color palette. I'm donating a lot of it. I'm using the company called ThredUps, I think it's called. So this is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, but they basically send you these plastic bags and you can ship the clothes to them, and then they'll sell stuff for you. And then you can opt to have it donated if it doesn't sell or whatever. So I think I've sent like 6 bags to ThredUps of like old stuff or stuff I wasn't wearing, things that were outside my color palette. And I'm really focusing on having a capsule wardrobe. And if you're not familiar with that concept, it's more of where you focus on less pieces, but higher quality. And that has helped me scale down my closet significantly, where I can get it to some basics that are interchangeable, but everything works in my color palette. And then I do have a full dresser and a half that I have full of like my favorite sweaters and sweatshirts and things like that. I've also taken the liberty of converting a portion of my daughter's room, because she's in college now. So I took an entire wall in her bedroom and made it into an accessory closet where I keep like some of my handbags and jewelry and overflow for the seasons and things like that. So we are making it work over here. All that to say, we're doing a tiny remodel in a portion of the closet. So I'll be sharing that as things progress here. But let me show you how to do your color analysis. Let's jump right into that. I'm actually going to share my screen. I have everything kind of brought up for us here in the background. Doing it on your phone. You could do it on something like Canva too, but from your phone, just upload a picture. Now you want to make sure that the picture is in front of natural light and you are not wearing a ton of makeup. Ideally, you're not wearing any makeup, and you want to have that natural light, because we're really trying to get an idea of exactly what your skin tone is. So you're going to hover over the little color circle and then go to the eyedropper. From there, you're just going to move the eyedropper around till it's kind of in the middle of your forehead, or something that represents what you believe is the best coloring skin tone wise on your face. So I'm just going to use the middle of my forehead. And if you look at the bottom, it shows you the hex code. So screenshot that, and you're looking for that hex code. So you're going to save that hex code, write it down, and then move to the next part. We're going to repeat the process. We're going to do it again, but this time you're going to hover over your hair and kind of an area that represents your hair the best. We're going to screenshot it, and we're going to keep that hex code as well for our hair. And we'll hang on to that number. And last but not least, we are going to do our eyeball. Now, let me back up just a second. I need to kind of blow up my eye so it's a little bit bigger and I can kind of get in there. I don't want to accidentally get my eyelash or my pupil. So get that and then hover around. This one takes a little finer kind of movement, and you want to get your eye color as close as you can, that it's not in the middle of your pupil. And once you do that, go ahead and screenshot that. And then we're going to keep that number for our eye. So now we have the color codes for our skin, our hair, and our eye. All right, now we are going to hop over to ChatGPT, and we're going to type in a message. Now, I have lovingly named my ChatGPT Willow. She's fantastic. She's my bestie. She helps me with all kinds of fun stuff. And we're going to put in everything. We're going to put in skin color and hair color, eye color, and we're going to say, hey, can you help me determine my season? We're going to hit enter, and she's going to do a quick analysis based on my skin tone and my hair color and my eye color. And then she's going to spit out an assessment for you. So at the bottom, it will tell you your color season. In my case, I am a true autumn. Now, I will tell you, I've tested this with like 5 or 6 different pictures, and every time, even though those hex codes can be off a little bit, it always comes back true autumn, at least for me. I think there's like something like 16 different versions you can be. So this will be a fun process for you guys to go through this too. So we'll give you kind of how that's defined. And then, it has some bonus tips for you here. Walk your audience through this 3-step process using a tool like Color Picker. We already did that for you, but thank you, Willow. Appreciate that so much. Yes. Can I see a sample palette? And then she'll put together a little color palette for us, which hopefully will be nice and lovely. And I love to have the visuals because once you have this, you can download it. And then I like to keep mine on an album called Style on my phone. And so when I'm shopping, whether I'm shopping on the internet or I'm shopping out in the real world, I will pull these out to really make sure I'm shopping in my palette, and a lot of times I end up putting things back because my need to want to buy lilac purples and light pinks and things that I love color-wise but aren't best for me to wear. I'm like, nope, it's not on the list. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back. So this is putting together a really nice little visual that is easy to kind of read and understand, and I know what my core colors are that I should be working in, and I have a snapshot of this. Now, one of the cool things you can do, you saw the cool little thing that our stylist Parker put together for us so many years ago. There's actually companies on Etsy that do these, and I think that that's so cool. So if you're in need of that, you can go over to Etsy and you can actually purchase, I think they're like 30-40 bucks or something. So if you want to carry one in your purse, if you're doing wardrobe shopping and things like that, I do think it does make a difference to have a fabric, like a fabric sample, so you can put it next to the fabric and see, is this an exact match? But the AI at least will get you started to kind of give you an idea of what you're looking for. So let me take you over to my style album, and I'll show you some other cool stuff that my AI has done for me. Okay, so here's an example of like a capsule wardrobe. I was telling you guys, like, I'm really trying to downsize pieces but make them versatile so they work with each other. So I was working on kind of like my fall wardrobe. So this is what Willow and I worked on together in terms of colors and different things we could match out. And again, a capsule wardrobe, you're focusing on more quality but less quantity, so your closet's not quite as full, but you're having really kind of high quality pieces. So I really like this approach, especially like I do feel like your closet less can be more as long as you have really nice pieces in your closet. So this is a fun one. So you can have your AI actually create this for you. Boy, do I wish I was like a spring or an early summer palette. That would be like my dream, but that's just not what it is for me. But I will say the more I've been wearing these colors, it's a ton of fun. Let me show you one other thing that we've done together. So here is a version of what works in my palette for summertime, and I liked this one a lot because I was like, okay, well, at least I'm not necessarily pink, but I can kind of get into like the melon type colors or the muted corals and brighten up the yellow a little bit in the summertime. And I do like playing with teals. Teal is one of my favorite colors, and I've exchanged all of my white, kind of bright whites, for ivory and this more pearl color and off-white, and that has made such a difference in how all of my wardrobe kind of comes together, which has been a ton of fun. Let me show you one other fun thing. All right, so here's an example of like summertime nail colors, and yes, you can ask your AI like what nail colors are good for me to use. So I love, and I've actually gone through the effort of create me one for summer, create me one for spring, create me one for fall, and I keep it all in this style album on my phone, and that again helps me stay organized, helps me play with my closet. When I go get my nails done, I don't have to think about it. I just look at this chart and I'm like, find something that's close to these colors, and I'm good. All right, I have another fun one to show you. Okay, here is a fun one. So I was trying to figure out like how can I style certain bags that I have. So of course it's not going to be perfect because it's AI. Like you're like, what Chanel bag is that? It doesn't exist. This is supposed to be like a traditional medium double flap. So I uploaded a picture of the bag and I said, hey, if I have this bag, can you style it in an outfit for me? And this was a ton of fun. Now this is an easier one to style because it's a neutral, but I have another bag I had my eye on and I was like, oh, I don't know, because it's kind of in my summer color palette if I really stretch my interpretation of it, but I wanted to know how I could potentially style it. So let me show you how that one came out, especially if you're considering like an expensive purchase. So there's this bag, the new Chanel 25. You guys, if you know, you know. I've had my eye on it because it is this gorgeous like mint color, but I was like, that does not look like it goes with my palette at all. In fact, it's the opposite of my palette. It's like mint colored, which is falling in that pastel range. So I'm gonna ask AI, can you style this bag within my color palette, and then see what she can do and if it makes sense for me and if I like it. So you can actually you could upload any bag that you wanted, maybe one that you're thinking about, and then see what that would potentially look like. Now she probably will give me some response first, which is great, and then she's going to ask if I want a visual, which I'm a very visual person. So yes, can I see a visual and let her generate what this would look like in the wardrobe. Now, what I've learned about bags is kind of cool. Like you can kind of deviate outside because can be more of a statement piece. It's not necessarily reflection on your skin tone and things like that. So sometimes I'll put them in here and I'll be like, ooh, I don't like how that looks. And other times I'll be like, yes, I think I could make that work if I wanted to get that particular handbag and have it work together. But let's see what it generates for us. All right, perfect. So she is putting this with a nice terracotta, and actually I don't hate it. It's kind of cute. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in comments. I love that she put a pair of Hermes sandals in here, which I will never buy because that's literally, they're not very comfortable. At least I don't find them very comfortable, but I get the idea, Willow, that you're going for here. And I think that this could all be pulled together quite nicely and could be really, really pretty. But do you see how you can have so much fun with AI and your wardrobe? I've been having a ton of fun with this. There's another app that I use for like matching and putting wardrobe things together. I'm going to share on a future video, so stay tuned for that. But I hope this was like gives you guys some good free tools to play around with, have some fun with, especially as we're dreaming about wardrobes and things like that. But now it is time for this fun guy. So I want to tell you guys, I had a big goal when I turned 50 last November, and I wanted to lose 50 pounds, and I hit that last week, so I'm so excited, and this is my gift to myself, so I'm really excited. I got this here in Orlando, and we're gonna unbox it together. So what do you guys think it is? It's not a bag, obviously. It's too thin to be a bag, but it is something really, really pretty. So let me show you guys. So cute. You ready? Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's upside down or not. Maybe not. Our little care card. We have here. Oh my gosh. It's just layer after layer. You're like, show me already. Look how pretty. So I have wanted, if you guys can see that up close, I have wanted a long Chanel pearl necklace for the longest time, but I didn't like the bright white pearls, and this one is from the latest collection, the pre-fall collection, and what I loved about it is not only are the pearls like ivory, but if you look really closely, there are subtle, and I didn't catch this at first, I have to almost have my glasses on to see it, I didn't catch it, my essay had to point it out, but there are little fives and camellia flowers that are imprinted in the flowers. Can you guys see that? Oh, you can see it on this one. So you can see it on this kind of one down here. Hang on, let me open this girl up. So see how you can see the flower there? And then she was saying some of them have like the number 5. Let me see if I can find one. So can you guys see the 5 in there? There you go. It's kind of, I know it's kind of like a weird reflection on there, but I love this one, and it has CCs in 2 of the spots, and it's a chain where you can move it up and down, and I love it. I'm obsessed with it, and it was definitely a splurge, but it's a lot of work to lose 50 pounds. And I've been putting in the time and the effort, and this was my little gift to myself. And I'm going to hopefully wear it in good health for years to come. So I hope you guys love today's show. Don't forget to give it a big like, a comment, and subscribe. We have so much more amazing content coming your way this year. And I can't wait to see you back here next time. So I'll see you guys next time.
Suitcase packed, world on my side, luxury living joy is my guide.